able to cancel on me an hour before my baby shower were Millennials and Gen Z.
So, Bria was talking about being justifiably upset about the fact that she had a baby shower for her first child, and so many of her friends and close connections ended up canceling, not just, way in advance, but like an hour or so before the shower was supposed to start. And I have definitely seen this so much with my own generation, being a millennial, and, with Gen Z as well. I'm a dating coach, and if you've ever hired a coach, it used to be common that pretty much every single coach that you thought about working with, whether you're talking about a business coach, a relationship coach, fitness coach, whatever, they used to have these free calls in the industry. They're called discovery calls, and it is a chance for you to get to know your potential coach, for your potential coach to get to know you, to see whether or not you guys are a fit to work together. And so many coaches are ditching those for this reason. And they're saying the only way you get any of their time is if you're going to pay for it. You're not even going to get a free, like, getting to know you call. Now, I still do these calls, and I've noticed that in the past year or so in particular, there's definitely been an increase in women who book these calls with me. And, I'm taking the time to have the call in the first place. I'm taking the time to read over the form that I have them fill out, preparing to meet with them, and then they just don't show up. And I get that life happens and, emergencies happen and all of that. But what gets me about that is not showing up and not sending a text or an email or anything after to explain why. Just not even being straight up ghosting, because oftentimes after that, they will then just schedule another call as if, I have all the time in the world, and it's not rude to just no show and not give an explanation. And I'm talking about this because it goes into another common issue that I see when it comes to dating and relationships. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that we are talking more about dating and relationships on social media. I love that we're talking more about expectations and boundaries and standards, and that women are getting the opportunity to see what is the bare minimum in a relationship, as well as how they're supposed to be treated. However, relationships do thrive on reciprocity. And in order to have intimacy and true connection in a relationship, there has to be trust as well. So when I see these women who do things like have the audacity to no show and not give an explanation, and, have the audacity to play in my face when it comes to time, because again, you have someone who's taking their time out to meet with you, it shows that, they probably also have some similar behaviors in other relationships. How you do one thing is how you do all things, and all relationships are related. Whenever a woman is coming to me with issues in her romantic life, she has very similar issues with parents, with other family members, with friends, with coworkers, and all of that. So this lack of consideration means that there's likely a lack of consideration in other relationships as well. And then you have someone who is struggling with why is it that they are perpetually single, or why is it that they are in relationships where they feel like they aren't considered, that they're not being taken care of, and the person that they're dating is rude to them. They also have the same lack of consideration. They're a mirror to what it is that they are attracting.